Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel, We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And this is our non-spoiler review for Elvis. Elvis is directed by Baz Luhrmann and stars Austin Butler and Tom Hanks. The film follows Elvis Presley's rise to fame in the 1950s while maintaining a complex relationship with his manager, Colonel Tom Parker. So we just got back from seeing Elvis, and this is another one of the movies. Well, I don't know about you, I can't speak for you, but I will speak for myself. I actually didn't really see the trailer. I saw snippets of the trailer, but I didn't sit down and do a full thing. As you guys know, we didn't even have a trailer reaction up for this movie on our channel, and sometimes it's nice to do it like that. Not that we didn't know already the story of Elvis Presley, but
it's kind of hard not to know the story of Elvis.
Yeah.
And the trials and tribulations that he went through. But yeah, I mean, I didn't see the trailer at all either. So it was actually really nice to kind of go into this movie not knowing the exact tone that it was going to take, but knowing that Baz Luhrmann, Tom Hanks are all going to be a part of this.
And what is interesting, and I don't know how much this was depicted in the trailer, but what was interesting is I didn't realize that our narrator for this film was going to be Colonel Tom Parker, who essentially you can kind of say the person responsible for, you know,
for both Elvis's rise and fall.
Yeah. So you know what's funny is and we're gonna get to Austin Butler in just a second, but I can't remember watching a movie where Tom Hanks is in it and hating his character so much. Like, there's so much despise, and it's because of the character. This guy is despicable.
Yeah.
And I think Tom Hanks did such a great job at being just so slimy that I felt gross every time he came on the film. I was like, this guy again, my God, with the side deals and the who is he really, you know, and so it was interesting that I, you know, felt, I mean, Tom is a very good actor, so naturally his portrayal of a certain character can make me feel a certain way.
And he really does kind of just fade into his character. True, there's always that Tom Hanks kind of voice that he has, but with the makeup, with the posture, the way he moves, the way he talks, just his entire persona, he really does just kind of melt right into the character of the Colonel. And he did an amazing job. In this whole movie, there's a couple good Oscar nods, I think, for the actors in this movie.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, later on for when the award season comes around, I feel like both Tom Hanks' name and Austin Butler's name will be floating around for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor. That's for sure. And with that, I think let's go ahead and talk about Austin Butler's performance. I am not super familiar with his past work. You know, I think he was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and a couple of other, I'm not remembering them right now because it's late, but his performance as Elvis is so magnetic.
Yes.
He radiates on screen. It's really, really hard to not watch him, you know, being on stage as Elvis, even as young Elvis starting out, where you're like, I get it. It's really the same thing every time I watch, you know, an old clip of Elvis and the women go crazy and everybody goes crazy and you're like, you know, I get it.
There was a really good scene, a couple really good scenes where you just see the women just start going, like, losing their minds a little bit. He did a great job as portraying Elvis, and I just really loved the way he sounded and just the depth that he gave to the character of Elvis.
Yeah, and also I think his hair should also get an Oscar nomination because that hair was working. So overall, I'm so impressed by the film, and I feel like I was really hyped up going in because a lot of people were like, did you see the trailer? It's so good. And, you know, on top of that, it's Baz Luhrmann. So I expected a spectacle. I got a spectacle. And then just to talk a little bit about the Screen X component of it. Screen X is where we got to see it. And it's not, I mean, it is specific theaters with the Screen X technology. And so essentially, we've talked about this before. We saw Top Gun one of the other times in this format as well. But basically, imagine us being your movie screen and the sides of your room, like off your TV or something like that. Think of it in a box. The screen expands out onto the side wall, so you're really, really immersed, especially in all these musical numbers with the flashy lights
Anytime
or special
you're in a
cinematography.
concert, it really makes you feel like you're in the concert because the side screens aren't on the entire time.
Correct.
But during some of the big musical numbers, some of the big lighting numbers, some of the big montages, that's when they put them up. And I think it works very well for a movie like Elvis because it really does make you feel like you're involved, like you're really there. And I think, especially in like biopics,
Yeah.
I think it's a really good way to kind of utilize that technology.
Another thing I want to point out that I thought was really important that they put in was where Elvis got his inspiration, I guess, for his music. So I like that they did put, and it wasn't just like a little like, and here's what he saw this idea and he took it, and it wasn't just like a one-time deal. Like they kind of went back to it several times. So I like that they show that. I think I wish B.B. King had a little bit more to do because I enjoy watching Calvin Harrison Jr. Act, but I enjoyed those moments, and I can't remember the actress's name, Olivia something, who played Priscilla Presley. Thought she did, honestly, the whole cast.
Everyone
Really
did an
fantastic
amazing job in this movie.
Yeah, so I can see some Oscar nods coming going that way during awards season. So with that, our final thoughts on the movie. Dustin, what would you rate it?
I loved it. I think this is definitely something that you want to see in the theaters and you want to catch it on a cool screen because it really does help. I'm going to give it a check it out. Lots of fun, really worth your money, and really worth the time to go in to go see a movie.
Absolutely. Guys, it's a Baz Luhrmann film, so expect the stunning visuals. Expect really great sounds. If you can't get to a Screen X to experience it, Dolby Atmos, I think, would be the next best bet because the visuals and the sound really is amazing. Austin Butler really, really crushes it. I can't wait to see him in Dune because he's been cast in that film. Tom Hanks crushes it.
And after this movie comes out, I think he's going to get a lot more roles.
Oh, get ready to get Austin in literally everything. And my rating for that is also check it out. And with that said, if you're curious about the movie Couple rating scale, it is listed in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts on the film when you see it in the comment section, and we will catch you in the next one.